is toe tip number 31. This is shock absorbers. As you step onto your foot, you have a compression that happens between the joints. You've got several different places in the body that it goes. Today I'm going to talk about ankle, knee, and hip. And how when you step onto your foot, how the space between the ankle and the leg, how the space between the knee joint and the space in the hips is sending information back up to the brain about your stepping. And if you're not absorbing the shock of a step or a hop or a run or whatever, then what you want to know is, can you change that so that you start to absorb that impact rather than hitting the joints really hard? So to do that, Dr. Sheldon Deal, in his work with applied kinesiology, has indicated that you can use the psoas muscle as a muscle test to determine how the shock absorbers are working. The psoas muscle is a muscle that inserts along the spine here, comes through the hip, and attaches to the top of the femur. And it's holding the body in place so that either one, you can lift your leg, or two, you can lean forward. And you're using the psoas muscle in that capacity. To muscle test it, we put the foot straight forward and then turn it out. And then you're going to push onto the leg, and it should hold. If it's working, it's going to hold. If the shock absorbers aren't working, they're going to change how that muscle works. So if I tap my foot onto the floor, and then I muscle check now, my shock absorber on my right foot has shut off. So if I go here on the left, that one has also shut off. Now we could muscle test to find out where the shock absorber has been impacted, but instead of doing that, we're just going to go into corrections for it. So we're going to tap into the ankle, where the foot and the leg bones come together. There's a little hollow. We're just going to tap into there. Knees bent, tap just below the kneecap. And then into the hip joint, let everything be nice and soft, and tap into there. And I'm tapping in, if you've got underwear lying here, the elastic would be here. You're tapping right into that space. Now if I go back to my psoas muscle, it's on, I tap, and it stays on. Check on the other side, tap, and it stays on. And we were able to adjust how the ankle, the knee, and the hip joints are absorbing impact when we're coming down onto the leg, and that's changing the way that information is being processed up into the brain and sending information back down. So really important to be able to have those working. And if you find that while you're walking you've got some pain in any of those joints and how you're moving, the shock absorbers may be one way to eliminate that pain. So there's your toe tip number 31. Enjoy using it.